Welcome to the Reddit Chronicles. Join me today as I dive into the heartbreaking reality of why so many dogs end up abandoned in shelters. It's a harsh topic, one that pulls at the heartstrings of anyone who's ever had a furry companion. But it's also a conversation we need to have if we want to create real change. Together, we'll take a closer look at the reasons behind these abandonments and explore what we can do to help change the narrative. The idea of dogs, who are often so full of love and loyalty, being abandoned is difficult to face. Yet it's happening every day. These animals who bring so much joy into our lives can suddenly find themselves in a shelter, scared and confused, through no fault of their own. The emotional toll isn't just on the dogs. It affects the people who care for them as well. Today we're going to talk about why these dogs end up in shelters and what we can do to prevent it. Dogs end up in shelters for a multitude of reasons. Some we might expect and others might surprise you. One of the most common reasons is that their owners are no longer able to care for them. This might be due to a change in living situation, like moving to an apartment that doesn't allow pets, or even due to the death of a family member. For the dog, the outcome is always the same. One day their life changes dramatically and they're left behind, wondering where their family went and what did they do wrong. Then there are the heartbreaking cases of dogs rescued from hoarding situations or taken from illegal puppy mills. In these scenarios, the dogs have often known nothing but neglect, raised in cramped, unsanitary conditions where profit is put before their well-being. By the time they're rescued, many are sick or emotionally scarred. Shelters become their lifeline, but finding them a home can be a daunting task. And let's not forget about breed-specific legislation and negative media portrayals that can unfairly stigmatize certain breeds. Dogs like pit bulls and Rottweilers, who can be loving and loyal companions, are often misunderstood. As a result, they make up a significant portion of shelter populations, waiting longer than other breeds to find their forever homes. Financial struggles and lack of time are also common reasons for abandonment. Many people don't fully understand the cost and responsibility that come with owning a dog. Vet bills, food, grooming, it all adds up. For those already struggling financially, the pressures can become overwhelming, leading to the heartbreaking decision to surrender their pet. And with the busy pace of modern life, some simply feel they don't have the time a dog needs for walks, play, and affection. Impulsive pet ownership is another major factor. People sometimes adopt dogs without fully understanding the long-term commitment required. At first, the excitement of a new pet takes over, but once the reality of training, care, and time investment sinks in, some feel they made a mistake. Sadly, this realization comes often too late, and the dog ends up back in a shelter, confused and abandoned. Let me tell you the story of Max. Max is a sweet, gentle golden retriever who was surrendered to a shelter when his owner had to move to a pet-free apartment. It wasn't because Max misbehaved or wasn't loved. It was simply a matter of circumstances. But the impact on Max was profound. For weeks he waited at the shelter, looking out at the world, wondering why his life had changed so dramatically. Thankfully, Max's story has a happy ending, as he was eventually adopted by a family who gives him the love and attention he deserves. But not all dogs are as lucky. Max's story is one of many, and it reminds us just how complex the issue of dog abandonment really is. Every case is different, whether it's due to financial struggles, life changes, or impulsive decisions, but the outcome is tragically the same. A dog left without a home, without love. But understanding these factors, we can work together to prevent more dogs from ending up in shelters. It starts with responsible pet ownership, education, and making adoption a first choice rather than an afterthought. So, what can we do to change this narrative? The first step is awareness. The more we understand the reasons behind dog abandonment, the better equipped we are to address it. But more than that, it's about creating a culture where dogs are valued as loyal companions, not disposable property. Adopting from shelters, supporting rescue organizations, and spreading awareness are all part of the solution. Thanks for watching and taking the time to think about this important issue. If you've ever adopted a dog or know someone who has, share your stories in the comments below. Together we can make a difference. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if it resonated with you, and subscribe for more content on pet care, adoption stories, and how we can help all give dogs the lives they deserve.